In this video tutorial, I am going to design a locating base. So go to sketch, and for the sketching plane, I am going to select the front plane, and then select the corner rectangle. I am going to draw three rectangles like that, and one is here. So dimension from this line to this line, this dimension is 4. This dimension is 0.5, and this dimension is 0.4. We needed to define the position dimension for it. From this line to this line, this dimension is given as 0.5. This height is given as 3.8, and dimension for this rectangle is 0.75. From here to this dimension is given as 1.5, and from this line to this point, this dimension is given as 2.5. I am going to place this dimension like that. So as you see, we draw these three rectangles and give the dimensions. Now we needed to make the trim indentity tool to trim the unnecessary portion. So we don't needed this portion, and we don't needed this portion, and also we don't needed this portion, this portion, this portion, and this portion. These lines we just remove it. And so exit the sketch, go to extrude tool, and make sure you select the sketch. And for the direction 1 and condition, I am going to select blind, and for the depth, I am going to give the depth of 6, and it will extruded that sketch like that. Now we needed to make another sketch on this surface and make it normal. Draw corner rectangle like that, and select the smart dimension tool. This dimension is given as 0.75. It's a square, so we also needed to give this dimension 0.75, or we can add an equal relation between them. From here to this edge, this dimension is given as 0.125, and exit the sketch. I am going to make the extruded base pose for this sketch, and this is 0.5. The depth is 0.5, and then I am going to select this surface, sketch tool, and make a normal. Now we needed to add a circle at the center, so I am going to draw a diagonal line starting from this point to this point, and then select the circle tool, go to this line and find the midpoint. So this point showing here is the midpoint of that line, and draw a circle like that, and the dimension of this circle is given as 0.5. So I am going to make a cut and extruded cut to make a hole, and the depth of that hole is 0.35, and click OK. Now I am going to use the linear pattern tool to make this base and this hole to make a pattern. So under features and faces, activate this box so it turn into like blue. I am going to select this pose extruded, we needed that, and we needed this cut. So these two selection we made under the feature and faces, and for the direction 1 I am going to select this direction. We want the linear pattern in that direction, this arrow is showing that. And for the dimension of the spacing I am going to select 1, and for the number of instances I am going to select 6 and click OK. Now we just draw it. I needed to make another cut on this surface, so go to sketch, sketching tool, select it and go to normal view. Now we needed to make a circle in the center of this edge, so move your mouse pointer on that edge and find this midpoint on of that edge and draw a line like that. And the dimension of this circle, the diameter is given as 2.5. Exit the sketch, and now we needed to make the cut for that. So for the depth of that cut we needed to select the height of this edge, so this is given as 0.4. we can click OK and we can draw or make that cut. And if you don't know, like if you forget the dimension for this edge and you wanted to cut this from here to here, you can also do a up to surface. Now we needed to select the surface, so it will make a cut from this plane of sketch to the selected surface, so it will be like that. This is the same thing, but we did it in two different methods.